As the world continues to heat, people living near deserts are becoming more and more vulnerable. Today, 2 deserts, separated by continents and cultures, are burning. 2026 is set to become the hottest year on record for both Israel and Rajasthan in India. In the midst of these aggressive heat waves, how are people surviving? Israel is wired into a multi-billion-dollar water machine based on massive desalination plants and water recycling system. It has transformed Israel, yet it is vulnerable to current and future risks. A single failure can bring devastation to the region. Rajasthan has revived ancient stepwells and johads, community water harvesting. This low-cost initiative transformed parts of the desert, yet it continues to be water deficient with millions of lives at stake. Which one will survive the future? Which one is most vulnerable? Is societal breakdown inevitable? Let's do a deep dive. This is the story of 2 deserts, Negev, Judean in Israel and Thar in Rajasthan, India. This is the story of how 2 civilizations are coping in an unforgiving land and climate. Jordan Valley in Israel continues to see ever-increasing temperatures year after year. It is similar in Rajasthan. Falodi has already recorded over 50 degrees Celsius in May 2026. Beneath Israel and Rajasthan, the real crisis is invisible. Groundwater, the ancient reservoir that sustains civilizations, is collapsing. Water is scarce, a prized possession. Whether in Israel or Rajasthan, Israel's coastal aquifer is at its saltiest point in recorded history. Annual extraction exceeds recharge capacity in Israel. Rajasthan's wells are drawing faster than monsoons can refill them. Rajasthan's groundwater is in continuous decline. What was once extreme is now routine. 2 regions, 1 shared tipping point. For Israel, the threat is not scarcity alone, it is dependence. An efficient machine bringing water everywhere. Desalination provides 70% of all water requirements. For Rajasthan, the threat is fragility. Groundwater accounts for 90% of its water needs. A monsoon, depended upon by millions, that no longer keeps its promises. In both cases, an advancing desert. 2 futures hang in the balance. So how have people coped till now? In Israel and Rajasthan. Facts matter, data matters, think critically. This video is based on verifiable data sources available in the description. Like, share, and hit the bell button. Israel went on to build one of the world's most advanced water infrastructures. It invested $3.5 billion to modernize water infrastructure since 2000. A fortress of technology against a hostile climate at a massive scale, bringing clean water to homes across the country. Rajasthan, on the other hand, has revived the wisdom of its ancestors. Through revived stepwells, water harvesting structures, johads, and community-managed catchments, by relying on collective labor and ancient wisdom. Ancient systems of survival brought back to life. Over 8,600 johads were restored between 1990 to 2020. These 2 models. One model runs on electricity. The other runs on ancient community structures and memory. As the planet continues to heat, the question is no longer who is right. It is who will survive. And whether the future belongs to more pipes, more technology, or more ponds, more ancient memory, or something else. Before we choose our future, we must understand how these 2 deserts reached the current stage. Why did Israel choose modern technology and desalination plants? And why did Rajasthan choose revival of ancient groundwater and structures? At what cost? This is the story of 2 deserts, and the 2 civilizations fighting to stay alive within them. Israel did not choose desalination out of ambition, it chose it out of desperation. By the early 2000s, the nation's natural water sources were collapsing. Rainfall had dropped by nearly 20%. The Sea of Galilee, Israel's historic reservoir, was sinking toward the black line, the point of irreversible ecological damage. The Mediterranean became the only reliable source left. Today, Israel operates some of the largest desalination plants on Earth. These facilities pull millions of liters of seawater every hour, forcing it through membranes thinner than a human hair, turning seawater to crystal-clear drinking water. What emerges is a constant, predictable supply, immune to drought, immune to monsoon failure, immune to climate chaos. A nation once defined by scarcity now manufactures its own rain. But desalination wasn't enough. Israel built a second miracle, a wastewater recycling system unmatched anywhere in the world. 90% of the nation's sewage is purified and reused, mostly for agriculture. This closed-loop system feeds tomatoes, peppers, citrus groves, and vineyards, all growing in a desert that receives less rain than Dubai. In the Arava Valley, farmers produce nearly 60% of Israel's fresh vegetable exports. In the Negev, drip irrigation, an Israeli invention, uses half the water of traditional farming while doubling yields. Not only did technology solve the problem of scarcity, it created abundance. From a food deficit nation, it transforms into an exporter of fruits and vegetables to the outside world. These are not isolated successes. They are the direct result of a water system engineered to eliminate uncertainty. However, convincing everyone in Israel to trust seawater was not easy. Critics warned of high costs, ecological damage, and dependence on foreign technology. Farmers resisted recycled wastewater. Environmentalists feared brine discharge. But Israel pushed forward through regulation, subsidies, public education, and relentless engineering. By the mid-2020s, desalinated water flowed from taps in nearly every home. The country had completed one of the most ambitious water transitions in human history. What is the cost of running and maintaining this system? Is the system strong enough to survive threats? Israel's water miracle comes with a price. Israel's massive infrastructure requires huge amount of electricity. The demand and cost of electricity has gone up manifold. Electricity depends on stability, and the world has become less predictable every year. For example, power grids has been bombed across the Middle East in 2026. Damaged grids can halt the system. A spike in energy prices could make water unaffordable. Israel's desalination sector emits 1.2 million tons of CO2 annually. A hyper-centralized system manages Israel's massive water. It is powerful and fragile. A single cyber attack could shut down a plant. Israel has solved scarcity, but not vulnerability. Israel built a water machine, vast, efficient, and astonishingly productive. But machines can fail. And in a world of rising temperatures and rising risks, the question is not how much water Israel can produce, but how long the machine can keep running. A single point failure can disrupt daily life across the nation. Persisting failure would lead to collapse of farms and food chains and lead to social chaos. Long before pipelines and pumps, Rajasthan engineered a different kind of miracle. Recurring droughts and water scarcity led people to fall back on community wisdom, passed down from generations, on locations of water sources. Communities came together to find such water sources, to make it usable and to fortify it. Stepwells, vast inverted temples carved into the earth, captured every drop of monsoon rain. They were ancient engineering marvels, built across Rajasthan. Many had fallen into misuse. Some had become garbage dumping places. They were repaired and cleaned, and long-forgotten deep fresh water began to surface at these places. Johads, humble earthen dams, slowed the desert's thirst. These johads prevented scarce water runoff, raised groundwater table over time. These structures required no electricity, no steel, no imported membranes. Only gravity, only community. Only wisdom passed from one generation to the next. By the late 20th century, many of Rajasthan's rivers dried out and were lost. Communities remembered ancient river flows, now buried and gone. Community labor and memory was used to dig for water at specific places. Combined with rejuvenation of johads, dry and forgotten rivers sprang to life. In Alwar, Bhilwara, and Jodhpur, villagers rebuilt watersheds, johads, by hand. This raised the water table. 5 rivers were revived: Arvari, Ruparel, Sarsa, Pagani, and Jahajwali. This raised the water table. 5 rivers were revived: Arvari, Ruparel, Sarsa, Pagani, and Jahajwali. 5 rivers were revived: Arvari, Ruparel, Sarsa, Pagani, and Jahajwali. This raised the water table. using ancient techniques. No government blueprint, no foreign consultants, just people reclaiming their landscape. As the water returned, so did life. Water bodies that had been dry for decades began to rise. Small farms reappeared. Families grew their own food again, primarily for survival. Rajasthan's water revival was not industrial. It was intimate. The effect on communities in Rajasthan was enormous. Distress migration stopped in these places. In many locations, local crops and vegetables began to appear on the market. Farmers started earning more. This led to better ecological health and lesser incidents of drought, floods episodes. Rajasthan's strength lies in decentralization. Each village manages its own water. Each johad belongs to the people who built it. Currently, over 1,200 water user associations, or Pani Sangams, actively manage water resources at the local level. No single point of failure. No dependence on distant infrastructure. Ancient heritage supported their resilience. But Rajasthan's revival was not inevitable. Many dismissed johads as outdated. Borewells promised instant water until they ran dry. Local government staff hesitated, as it was not as per approved irrigation plans. Communities disagreed as they feared johads constructed upstream will stifle their water. Rights of people whose land would be submerged clashed with revival efforts, as a typical johad requires 1 to 3 hectares of land. Yet communities persisted and built traditional structures with no outside effort. When rivers returned, skepticism evaporated. Policy followed. The government supported water rejuvenation projects at a faster pace. Rajasthan rediscovered what it had nearly forgotten, that the desert remembers water if you give it a chance. Revived watersheds in Rajasthan has reached over 1 million hectares, raising groundwater levels by 3 to 6 meters. Rajasthan's water system is not a machine. It is a memory, carved in stone, carried in culture, and revived by communities and the government. In a world racing toward high-tech solutions, Rajasthan offers a quieter truth. Sometimes the future is buried in the past. However, will Rajasthan survive the future? Is reviving groundwater and lost rivers through community action enough? Despite the rejuvenation of water bodies and dead rivers, communities in Rajasthan have succeeded in limited areas. Monsoon failure in successive years can break the system, returning Rajasthan to extreme water-scarce region. This would lead to crop failure, mass migration, and starvation. Have these threats really happened? Yes, it has. Israel faced a massive cyber attack on its water system a few years ago. Rajasthan faced back-to-back monsoon deficiencies in recent years. To know more about these real-life incidents and its impact, watch Part 2 of Israel versus India. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell.